All right, beautiful people, welcome to the show. Here, this side, Yash. Super excited to share some interesting stuff with you today. In this training, we will be talking about how you can create and sell books, picture books, storybooks, children's book using AI, one click AI agents. They do everything for you from character consistency to story illustrations to pages and flip books and everything. And I just can't I just can't wait to share all of that step by step hacks, strategies, best practices and everything to you in this session. So make sure you stay till the end and just confirm with me if my screen and if my audio is good to go. And we'll get straight to the session. I know, are these ebooks? Yes, these are ebooks. And I know it's been quite a while since I was since I was on the training, but now I am back and I'll be sharing with all the updates what we have been doing internally, what's the vision, what's the goal, where it is heading, all the strategies and everything. Let me know if all is good, audio is good, video is good, everything's good, and let's get this rolling. All right, perfect, awesome. All right, I hope you get your coffee with yourself because you are gonna love this, right? All right, perfect, awesome. Let's start. Okay, share my screen now. Cool. I'm gonna share my screen. 1 second, one step at a time. Right now. All right, you should be able to see my screen. Type yes if you can see my screen. Yes, you can see my screen, right? Yeah, my screen is up visible. So this is the Artistly dashboard, and I want to show you something, right? So we have been adding a bunch of different features. We're gonna go all over them, but mainly we're gonna talk how you can create and sell books, storybooks, picture books, children's book using AI, using Artistly. All right, cool. So we got perfect art illustrator, custom consistent characters, like you can put any character and create consistent images from that. That's pretty cool. We'll cover that. We got multiple consistent character. We got character creator. We got design agents, right? First, let's stick to this, okay? But what is the outcome that you can expect from this? I want to show you that quickly, okay? Because there's a lot of things to cover, and I know sometimes it can be a little, you know, overwhelming. But I'm gonna make sure that it is simpler and easy to understand for you. Okay, so I'm just showing you right now how it's gonna look like. So there's loading the PDF, right? It automatically creates a PDF for you, and you'll be able to create books like this, flip book like this. Look at that. Yeah. All with one click. Okay, with correct consistency, story done, pages, and all the good stuff. Oh, there you go. So you can create infinite books for your grandkids, for just for fun, or you can sell them. Right? That's the whole idea, because that's you can build books on demand. All right. And I just can't wait to share the step by step and some hacks with you today. Okay. So I'm just gonna cancel all the other tabs just so that we are focused on this. Okay. So step number one, guys, what you need to do, you need to go to AI design agents. All right. So we are inside AI design agents. I'm just gonna make sure I open up your tabs here so that we're good to go here. Awesome, perfect. So we're inside AI design agents. Now using multiple options, teacher designs, kids, book covers. Click on kids storybook. First thing is there's a create new story and your stories, because a lot of times you want to save up your story to use it continuously in the future or to refer back to that. So we have this your story option. Okay, now, if you click on create, this will basically give you the list option, right? I will come to all of your questions, guys. Just give me a moment and I'll cover through step by step and I'll come to your questions, okay? Just in case if you can't hear me properly or if my screen is not visible, let me know, all right? Perfect, awesome, cool. So I want to create a moral story. I want to create, I'm just going to duplicate this just in case, So, and I want to, oops, my bad. All right. So, and I want to create picture book, and I want to, again, I'm just going to see mom and son story, mom teaching son the lesson of responsibility. Okay, simple. You can like whatever you can think of, you can put your story summary. Right now there are characters two, right? Because there are two characters, mom and a son. Now, number one question I just want to address here is the moment you go up more than two characters, we are working on this. We are fine tuning the model so that it works best for more than two, because there's this seesaw, if we think of in that perspective, and we need to align the consistency with number of pages, with good, like right like perfect quality of book. So we're trying to make everything work without breaking. So far we cracked 25 pages. We're going to do more pages, obviously more characters, with character consistency. We're figuring that out. That's why, because we know what is the best, we just give you the best. Okay. So two characters only that support. So it can be a mom and a son, or a farmer only, or anything, right? One character, two character. You can go up to 25 pages. You can go up to like more in the near future. But let's say I want to create 10 pages for the sake of this training, and I generate the prompts. Now, what that is gonna do is I'm gonna stop sharing my screen while it is generating. I'm gonna come back to your questions. You know, now what that is gonna do, that's gonna literally write all the story with all the illustration. It will automatically generate the character design sheet, the story, the illustration, and all that. You don't have to worry about that, right? So it's already done. I want to show you that, okay? And I'm just stopping my screen and sharing it so that I can see all your questions as well, right? So you should be able to see my screen now. Awesome. So Leo learns to lead. That's our story title, basically our book title. It automatically creates and gives you a design sheet of two characters, mom, Sarah, son, Leo. It gives you the page content and everything, right? And if you scroll down, there are 10 pages as we asked it to. You will, excuse me, I just had my dinner. Yeah. So, and then it will have the front cover illustration prompt and a back cover illustration prompt. We'll come to that. Basically, what would you use it as a cover image, right? Like for your book. We'll come to this. Now, another thing I want you to mention here, always choose the aspect ratio close to 4:5, 3:4, or 9:16. But to keep things simpler, go with 4:5. Why? Because the way we have arranged it, it looks the best and covers the entire page, basically, right? Well, you can pick from all different styles: comic book style, Pixar style, doodle, 2D flat, this, manga, ghibli, crayon, this, that, you know. So you can just pick one. I like to go with Pixar style and generate the storybook. Now the magic that's going to happen here, guys, is going to create and go, and the AI agent internally going to take all the pages, arrange it, and then give you the illustration. And our software was only able to do this until now. You would have to take these images, go to Google Doc, download them, arrange them. It's a lot of work. And we want to make your work simpler. We want to make your life simpler so you can grow your productivity, right? 10x or your productivity and 10x your results, right? Because in this day and age, we want speed with perfect execution, right? So from here, so far what I showed you was already available in the application and the software. From now is the new flipbook feature that I'm super excited to share, because it changes the whole game. Okay, now let me explain you, right? So while these being generated, I'm gonna give it its time. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go again to my AI design agent. Okay, I'm gonna go inside the kid storybook option, and I'm gonna go to your stories, and all my stories are here. You can reuse those stories, you can delete those stories, or you can create new ones. So you can have a full organizational purposes good here, right? That's number one. Now, story illustrations are being done. What we need is a page. I hope you can see my screen. Yeah. So what we need is a front cover illustration, right? What we will show as a front page cover, right? A book cover. So what we will do is we will click on use this story, guys, And the only thing that we didn't automate, that's the only manual step that you have to do, is you have to scroll down and you will see something called front cover illustration prompt, like a bolded thing here, right? If you see that, all you gotta do is copy the entire prompt like that, Control C, Command C if you're on Mac, and just keep that copy. Okay. Now, while your illustration, let me see how far my illustrations are going. Okay, some of these images are getting done. And so what I'm gonna do, right? Because if you go higher number of pages, obviously it will take some time. What I'm gonna do right now is I am going to go to AI art illustration. Okay. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on Pixar style. Why I am doing this? I'm choosing the same category that I chose initially to create my illustration, to keep the style consistent for my book cover as well, right? And all I will do is I will do Control V or Command V if you're Mac. Excuse me. What this is going to do, it's going to copy your front page cover prompt, and then what you got to do again, do 4:5 here and generate the image. What it is going to do, guys, is it's going to create your front page cover image, right? So that when you portray it or when you show it, right, on a flip book or on an ebook, right, you have a start to lead with, right, with the story title and everything. So a lot of you guys wanted with the character consistency for the book cover as well. So this is what it does that, right? So while this is being generated, all we're gonna do, right, I just want to show you the whole workflow, right? Because sometimes with the internet and all that, it takes some time. Anyways, so I'm just gonna refresh my screen. All right, so yeah, so now all my images are being generated. So just in case, right? Like if you guys see any issues like this, right? Just refresh your screen once, right? Now, if you look at these closely, look how perfect the character consistency is. This is the 80% good. I'm not gonna say it's perfect. Right? I'm not gonna say that, right? But it's perfect for kids. It's perfect for your sake, because no other, because sometimes what you will see is they're a little bit, off and on, which is AI. We cannot control that little 1% of that. But again, what we, to make sure that even till that point you get good results, they give you something called regenerated design. Now, when you click on regenerate design, it will recreate that design. So sometimes you just gotta give AI a little bit, try to get to the perfect one, which is always happens, right? So we just give it a try, and it will try to create that. Basically, it will try to recreate that style, right? Now, if you look at the kid's boy, and then the tattoo on the kid and everything is perfect, right? Now, what's the next step? What's the next step? I think that image also didn't get processed. Sometimes it happens in a live situation. What I will do, I will go to the AI art illustrator again and create my page again, right? Like my front page, Control V, 4:5. So this is like the front page cover prompt that we have initially copied, and I'm just gonna get it generated. Just so far, are we clear so far? So far with the process, are we clear? I'm gonna. All right, so perfect. Good evening. It's been so good so far. How do you flip through pages? I'm gonna show you how do you flip through. Hey, everyone! I'm gonna show you how you flip through. Don't worry, I'm here for you. Okay. So. Now it's getting generated. I'm gonna show you my screen. Right now, what's happening is, one second. I we can see. Yeah. So right now, what it is generating the front page cover, right? Because we want our book to be perfect, right? So, and sometimes what's happening is, sometimes with the internet and all that, if you see like it generate doesn't happen, just refresh your page, once, because sometimes the image loading takes a little bit time by the time it comes to, because there are a huge number of pages that get generated every single minute, right? So sometimes that happens. So instead of waiting, just refresh it and you would get the results, right? So now I'll just wait for a minute or so, and something like that. I should be done. Anyways, so but now while it is getting generated, our old images, our storybook is already done, right? Our image is also being regenerated. Now what we have to do is look at this closely, okay? So go to the personal design tab. One second. Go to the personal design tab. Personal design, and you'll see some tabs over here, right? So we organize everything for you, right? Is if you create something from AI image designer, everything will come here, right? If you click on perfect text in image, everything will come here, right? If you click something from AI illustrator, everything will come here, right? This is like some of the thumbnail I've been creating with our application. That's what we use, like coloring books and all. If we create something with custom AI illustrator, we got our book page. Okay, anyways, so now we're gonna do kids storybook, okay? And there's a tab called kids storybook. So if you just scroll through, right, you will see something called kids storybook. Now here the entire game changes, okay? Now what happens here is all you gotta do is click on create flipbook. Okay, now follow this very closely. It's make or break here, okay? And click on one story. Automatically what it's gonna do, it's gonna select your entire 10 pages. Behind the scenes it's doing all the mathematics, right, calculation and all, and it will create the flipbook. Now it will automatically pull the title and it will ask you to select a template. Now what this template is, we'll be adding more templates and we'll be allowing you to add your own template. It's just that it's a new feature. We're gonna test it. We're gonna make sure that it works across the board. Thousands, hundreds and thousands of users who use Artistly. So it's gonna do that slowly, right? So I'm gonna do this style. So basically what this is where the text is being shown, right? And this is a front cover image, right? So you can choose from library. Like for example, if I can see some, you can pick from library, right? For example, this one, or you can upload your own, right? And basically what you do is, again, I'm going to show you one more time. I'm going to show you everything one more time, okay? One more time. Let's do that. Go to personal designs. By default you will be on a all tab, okay, like a all images tab, right? These are little mini rectangular boxes, right? If you scroll a little right, you will see after multiple consistent characters, you see kids storybook. And when you see kids storybook, you will see 4 buttons over there: bulk move, bulk delete, bulk download, create flipbook. Click on create flipbook. And when you click on create flipbook, you will see like an option, that a small, like a checkbox that appeared over your image that says select story. And when you click on select story, automatically all your 10 of all of your pages will automatically get selected. And then there's a button that pops up that says create flipbook. And when you click on create flipbook, automatically the title of your flipbook will come, excuse me, and then the template will appear, basically asking for you for the page template where your text will appear, the story text will appear, right? But now we have these, we're gonna add more of them, like based on this genre and everything, right? So let's say this, and then you're gonna choose the front page. I'm just gonna choose something from library. This is what is gonna appear your front page, and generate flipbook. That's it. Now what's gonna do, anywhere between a minute or 5 or whatever, it generally is faster, guys. It's gonna create, it's gonna say ready, right? And it will let you download this, right? Like this. It's gonna let you download this as a PDF, or you can read them online. You can share it with other people, read it with your grandkids, have like create, and then you can have this as a thing where you can on demand storybooks for your kids for late night after dinner. You can have them a 25 page. This is only like I think this is only 20 page or 18 pages, but you could put like a long length storybooks and let them read, and it's a fun experience altogether, right? And boom, there you go. Farmer girls love his farm. And I got a few questions regarding the, like for example, a lot of people were saying that like the story is not matching the text. It should not happen. If it is happening, guys, okay, you can click on share, right, this little share option, and you can share this. By the way, you can share this with your community, or like, I mean, anyone with you want. So make sure it is on the page number 1. Yeah, and then you can just share it, right? Like share it, and I'll be able to read it. Basically, I just want to show you that. That's why I want to show you how you can read it, basically. So it's gonna, like, anyone, even though if they don't have artistry or something like that, it does not really matter. It will open up a page like this, like a view page, and you can actually print it, share it, zoom it out, and have a immersive learning experience, right? And that's where the future is heading: on demand storybooks, right? Farmer Gills loved his farm, but he always in a hurry. He wanted his crops to grow faster and his days to be more productive. One sunny morning, he met Turtle. Turtle smiled. Good things takes time. Blah blah blah. Farmer frowned, but I want my tomatoes to grow faster. He chuckled. He decided to try, but he watched and watched and watched. Nothing happened, but he saw tiny leaves started growing. He started seeing bees are coming around the garden, and then the little turtle used to visit this plant, and the farmer was frustrated. Patient was not just waiting, it was observing. He saw rain and sun gave the light to his plants, and now the tomatoes grew. And like a fun story, right? I mean, like, and then he shared his harvest with the whole village, celebrating the village. And he ultimately said, "Thank you, Chili." He said, "You taught me the most valuable lesson of all." It's powerful. It's amazing. It's crazy, right? I'm gonna show you. Let's see what happened with our storybook, right? So let's see. I think by this time it should be done. If I had decent, I think. Let's see. Yeah, it's done. Leo learns to lead. Let's go, Leo. Let's go. All right. Let's see. Perfect. So this is a page cover. I just chose one. Leo loved to play. Toys scattered, books flung. Every day was a new exciting game. But tidying up, that was a different story. One sunny morning, mom peeked into Leo's room. It seems like my story. Right? I used to like throw my toys all over the place, and mom used to always scold me for that. And I keep continuing doing that, and I still do that. My room is a little messy. Anyways, uh, Leo, she said gently, everything has a place. Toy needs home, books needs their shelves. Leo frowned, but mom, it's more fun to play than a tidy. Mom smiled. How about a game? A find a home games for your toys. Leo's eyes lit up. A game? I love games. Every toy finds its bed, Mom declared. Leo giggled and grabbed the stuffed toy. Soon, cars zoomed into the garage, the toy box, and everything. The room sparkled, and my mom said, "Look, and with the parents, responsibility, makes playtime even brighter." And that's the nice little story that we just got that done. I mean, that's the 1 second. I want to show you my screen now. 1 second. All right. Anyways, so that is the power of this, right? So that is the power. I just got lost in chat, but that is the power you can do with this, right? It's not just stories, right? And sometimes I just want to hone this point, right? Sometimes, yeah, I just Sandra, I just use a random front page because that didn't got generated, but you can use the generated one again. But how can we turn pages outside artistly? You can actually turn pages. You can share them. You can download them as a PDF, just like I did. That's number one. And it's just crazy, right? Now here's something that I want to drive home across, right? Because we sometimes get so much into the nitty gritty, and we sometimes try to, I myself, we try to be perfect, right? And I believe in this thing, right? Because who is the target audience, right? Obviously, kids like me won't be. I mean, we enjoy a kid's storybook, but we get bored, right? With little kids, right? They love reading them, right? And a lot of time, even if one page, don't stress on it enough. Even if one page is not perfect, I know everyone wants to be perfect, and perfect, trying to be perfect actually stops you to grow, because then you don't try a lot and you don't act a lot, and you're just trying to wiggle, like, just try to fix something that should not even matter, in the long run. Instead, volume, right? Everything, volume is very important. I imagine having one book, two book, three book, 10 books on your shelf on your store, how impact that would create, as opposed to, can we make regular books and they are printed as PDF? Yes, you can actually download them. I just showed you. 1 second, just a drink break, sorry. Yeah, let's see. So we can't embed the flip books in website, right? You can actually. Oh, sorry. No, you can. We are working on that, by the way. Sorry, my bad. So right now they're like, as you can share them, you can read them, but we're working on an ability where you can perfectly like embed them to your websites. So that should be possible going forward. It's not done, and we're working on it to make sure that this feature is perfect across like hundreds of thousands of users, and it's working. I'm glad, and I love your feedback. I love your support. So I've created 6 flip books, and I've created the cover. What about the back page? Sandra, Actually, with this approach, you don't actually need to create the back page for the flipbook. But if you decide to add that in your PDF, you can actually get that generated and add it as another PDF page, if that makes sense, right? So, hi Yash, can I replace my own domain name in the flipbook? Excuse me. So you cannot right now, but what we are working on, we are giving an ability to embed it on your store or on your website, so you can share it with your domain name, right? But for right now, you can share it as it is, right? So that's number one. You can sell them, you can download as a PDF, and you can host them on Amazon KDP, right? And there's some things that how it comes around, right? So for example, the way it comes, one second, my camera is acting weird. Okay, so the way it comes is that it comes by page, then page by page, and page by page, right? So if you create like a 25 pages, it will create 50 pages, one page for the illustration, one page for the text, because that's what we find the best converting, to be honest, right? And that's why we find it to be the best, where it like, very, you're in a realistic scenario when it's a book, right? Like you can read it clearly, the texts are not small, an entire paragraph can come, and then you can see the illustration properly, right? Yeah, Sandra, we can add that back page, by the way. Not can I create my own story and let AI do the illustration? That's what we're working on, actually, next to the future. So I'll tell you what's happening, and you'll be blown away by that, what we are building, right? So in the pipeline, that's where it's happening. But I just want to share, like, just a quick update. That's the last week happened, and there's an unfortunate thing happened as well, like a week ago, that I had an accident. Basically, vehicle hit me, and so my right leg got injured. Thankfully, with all your wishes and prayers, I am good. Like, I can walk and stand properly, but I still can't run and squat. So slowly healing. So yeah, so a week have happened there, and I was like, that's why it took, because otherwise this feature would be up like last week. Anyways, long story short, so what's the vision, right? What is the vision? The vision for Artistly, and the vision for to you, for your workflows to be faster, and the workflows to be smoother. We are creating something called like a Zapier, but for images. If you've used Zapier, you know what I'm talking about, right? You would be able to go from end to end. That means, imagine you have like 10 images. You want to remove the backgrounds of there. You want to remove the backgrounds of there. You want to upscale it. You want to create to 300 dp. You want to convert it to 300 dpi, and then you also want to do the face swap. What would you do? There are 4 steps involved. What we are working on next is like crazy. We're working on this bulk AI workflows, where you drop your 10 images. You don't have to do anything. AI agents is going to do that. You're going to bulk your 10 images. It's automatically going to replace your background internally. It's going to upscale it internally. It's going to convert it to 300 dpi internally, and you will get the removed background upscaling, convert it to 300 dpi, ready to go. That's what we are working on. That's the next thing, because a lot of you guys wanted some kind of workflow, some kind of bulk creation, bulk AI automation workflow that will make your life so much easier. So you can imagine this, right? You drop 10 images, 20 images, for example. I don't know what number, right? And then you say, expand it to 16 by 9, upscale it, convert it to 300 dpi, and change the face. I will do all that without you having to uh, download the image, do it with like, does that make sense to you guys? How powerful that is? So that's the power, right? And that's what it's possible. That's going to be possible in the next coming week or so. So that's the thing with this storybook creation, right? Though I also want to show you some cool another stuff. Did you guys actually take a look at the character creator and custom consistent characters? Like, did you guys play with that? Because I actually want to show some hacks with that and some strategies with that as well. So I'm going to show you one more time. Awesome. Let me just share my screen. Photorealistic people will be Awesome. So let's see, right? So we got something called AI character creator, right? Just in case if you don't have your characters, you can create them. So we depreciated the 3D consistent character and we upgraded it to custom consistent character and AI character creator. So we created two features out of that, right? So what is character creator? Is, let's say you say like a 5-year old boy with football jersey, right? For example, and I want to create like a pixel style of that. I want to create 4 characters, right? So what this is gonna do, guys, it's gonna basically create your characters, and then you're gonna, if you are trying to create illustration for your stories, they can have these characters with consistency in them, right? With consistent characters, and they can have them do anything in any scene, right? That's what the custom consistent character is. Once this is generated, I'm going to show you how that works, and it's pretty mind-boggling, right? So while this is generating, I want to see. Awesome. What for users you're talking about? What for can use this feature you're talking about? That AI automation workflow will be like created. It's not live yet. We're working on that. I just want to give you about what's coming. So we would be able to do as a non-stop workflow. Correct. What is the max we can create the story in Flipbooks? Like it's 25 pages. Awesome. Perfect. All right. So let's do that. All right, so let me just show you that. Let's see if you have any questions. And if you have any questions, we can create a record flip book with this to at least I see them with the help of StreamYard. Yep, you can. You can actually record them. You know, you can convert it into a book as well. I mean, you know, if you want to. I mean, sorry, the video as well. So awesome, awesome, awesome. And I just want to show you about the character consistency tool as well, like how that works, so that we all can play with that, right? It would be 51 with the text page and a cover page. Correct. Loving the flipbook creation. Can we get a step-by-step flowchart with the resource page? Love it. And if you have from a project, it is possible. David, API stuff in the pipeline. In the pipeline, we're thinking of something like that with a end-to-end approach. It's in the pipeline. Will be done. I mean, you know, the consistent. I have been using many different prompt to recreate my dog's image doing different. Has come. Yeah, because Nancy, with the consistent character, as we already mentioned, it works great with 3D illustrated dog. 'Cause that's what people want. With realistic dogs and animals, we're actually working on a model, you know, that does it. We are training, we're creating our own model, right? So it takes time, but definitely one second, my cameras, why do that? Okay, anyways, I don't know why. Yeah, all right, so you know, so we're just doing stuff related to that, but you should be able to do it with that easily. Okay, so I'm going to show you that. Okay, one second. I want to be able to use a photo of my dog to turn it into AI cartoon character for a children's book. I don't think it's will you be able to do this. Yep. So related to dog and related to that, things are coming. Give us a little bit more time. We're working on that because right now it works best with like humans, right? But you guys have been asking for animals and dogs and cat. We're working on that, right? What's the best number of pages? So they recommend like upwards of 25 pages for coloring books and all that, you know. And yeah, so that's generally works the best. But bundling gets you next level, right? Bundling 10 books, 20 books together, right? If you create 20, it converts to 50. Even if you do 10, it renders 21. Yes. Oh, the animal anthropic feature is amazing. Yeah, yeah, that. Oh, yeah, we have that as well. So let me show you, right? So have you covered creating templates for book in Artistry already? We already give you the templates, but which templates? Okay, later can let me know. So you got this kids with football jersey. Okay, now you can come to custom consistent character, and as we clearly say that, right? You can choose from your library, and we kind of organize it a little bit. So you can click on my AI characters, and then it will load up all your AI characters. Let's say I want this guy, and I can say a cartoon boy sitting on the bench in the garden. And then you can choose any dimension. This features works best with 3D style, illustrated or animated characters. We are working on something really, really, really soon. for animals, pets, and all that. Just need some little time. So let's say while this is generated, I'm gonna show you one more, right? So let's say I'm gonna choose from library. I'm gonna do my AI characters. This guy again, and I want to say cartoon boy cooking in the kitchen, right? Just for example, if there is something like that, right, in my story, right? So you can do that stuff like that, and then you can even do anything, right? Let's say this time you guys can tell me like whatever you want, like thumbs up, sitting in the boat, right? So that's the thing. Um, all right. So Ryan is getting better. I can give my shirt that much longer. Oh, Barb. That should not happen. Like your Artistly affiliate account. We actually did a separate training on affiliate marketing, but you should have your account activated. If you don't, please do, because we have our support team working over even on the weekends. They should be able to help you because it should be pretty straightforward that you create your pay kickstart and stuff like that. But if you still face any issue, please do um, uh, please do let support and they'll help you. Yeah. So are we going to upload the PDF? Yes, you're going to upload the PDF. Correct. For them. So I just want to show you. Awesome. So, a second. Mm, 1 second. All right, cool. So there you go. This is character, and then you got this character. Like I mean, like this, right? Like sitting on the bench in the garden or cooking the food, like this. You can regenerate the design if you don't like it, or if you want to keep the t-shirt the same, because sometimes it takes the character details and kind of cooks that. But look at that. I mean, like by like, it's the best, right? I mean, it's the best thing, and that's why as our vision, right? Honestly, will be and is the number one AI image generation tool when it comes to all those little minute things. Because if you see on the internet, right, whenever you try to create your image into any artistic style, it does not keep your facial feature. To tackle that, we created an AI portrait feature. It keeps your facial details and converts into styling. Because you guys wanted style transfer feature as well, like stylizer, we're also working on that with the same thing, right? Where you upload your pet and convert it into a, like, stuff like that. So that should be possible. That should be done anyways very soon. So we'll let you know in the next training. Also, what I want to show you while that is being generated, I want to show you something in the AI upscaler. Let's say if I just choose this, we got convert to 300 dpis, so you can load your image, click on convert to 300 dpi and click on upscale design, and you can, in artistry dashboard, going to upscaler, you can convert your images, convert your designs to 300 dpi. I know the number one issue that you're going to face here, because you have a lot of images that you want to convert to 300 dpi for your purposes, and that's where we are talking about that automation that is going to be done in the near future, where you would just chop some images, remove the background, upscale it 300 dpi all together in a proper workflow, and get the final upscale, removed background, and 300 dpi image. So all AI is doing for you behind the scenes. That I'm super excited for, and I will let you know. So that's how you can do, right? That you can convert to 300 dpi as well. A lot of you guys wanted that. Perfect, awesome. So, any plans to increase more than two characters for storybooks? Yes, we have the plans. Let me know how many characters you want. I'll do that. I'll ship it. Just tell me uh, 2 characters, 3 characters, 4 characters, and we'll just do that. 3, 4, 5. You just need to see the model works, right? Like the AI algorithms behind the scenes does not mess up, gives you the best quality, best results, and we'll ship it. Yeah. Right now, storybook prompt generated using AI agent, it's not changeable. I feel the ability to change would be nice. I agree. Nancy will go with the 4. We'll start with 4 and probably go like higher than that. You know, because the thing is, each character brings character consistency issue, right? I mean, if character consistency would not be an issue, we can go like 100 characters. We want AI to remember. It's something what we call AI memory. And in simpler words, we're trying to improve our AI's memory so it can remember your characters for 100 pages, for example, because my goal is 100 pages minimum. How are we going to do that? So we're going to make sure that all the systems and branches and foundations are strong. So we do 100 pages with 4 characters and you get the best results. That's what we're working on. Obviously, it's going to take some time. You can relax because you're not doing anything, but it's going to be amazing. It's worth the wait. Yeah. Yeah. So, Dean, a perfect question. We have multiple characters. Multiple consistent characters thing. I want to show you that, but we don't have for realistic. We're working on the realistic one. Realistic one, sometimes we all have like different faces and all that. With animated, it's much easier. So with realistic, what we're doing is actually we're making sure that with every face type, face variation, and everything, it works the best, right? Because we would like to give you the best, right? l- Leave everything, like leave the rest on me and I'll give you the best, right? So that's the thing. Camera keeps acting. Okay, how do I do back page illustration? It only has an option for front page. Yeah, Jamar, so for the flip book, if you want back page, right now we don't have the ability for the flip book, but you can generate a back page and you can add it as a PDF. But we can have a flip if you want guys, the back page as well in the flip book, we can have it, no issues. uh all right, that's a good idea, Barb. Like we can have a content production contest. I wanted to find out if the image and video generation is censored or no. So generally, like some images that are not safe for work. That those are images are not allowed and stuff like that. But otherwise, you can create things you want. I mean, should not be an issue. Anyways, we'll do the back page done. And oh, another thing, I want to show you something really really cool. Okay, so let me just do my okay. 1 second. All right. Maybe front and back. Yeah, you can. Yeah, exactly. So what I meant by that is for the flip book, it does not do front page, but you can create front and back both. By the way, just flip book, we didn't allow you to do that. I mean, we didn't have that option. But we can work on it. Don't worry, guys. We'll get that done. So anyways, let me just show you. Right. So what I'm gonna do is. Uh, I'm gonna share some cool stuff in AI Art Illustrator, right? So I hope you have played with all these unique styles. I have it like a AAA game style because I hate like I'm working with the devs like to make sure that all the new styles are easy to find because sometimes you can get lost with all these different styles. But we got this AAA style and I'm loving this, guys. Like personally, right? Check this out. So I'm gonna say a senior man as a protagonist, for example, uh, you know, in the ship under thunder clouds, for example, right? And generate the image. Now, you've probably seen those big budget games, right? And this is like if 3D Pixar is here, then this would be like a AAA game style, right? Better realistic 3D if we were to understand that, right? So that's the thing. 1 second. Awesome. So let that get generated. There you go. Pretty cool, right? Anyways, so while that is getting generated, I'm gonna show you one more thing. Let's say I'm gonna do AAA style. You're gonna love this. Like, if you are creating some videos, like try with this style. Like, it just crushes it. I mean, like it's really good. Looks really good. Muscular. Oops. Muscular men. Man in the forest with muscular man in the forest with rain. I mean, I'm just like thinking anything. You can, by the way, use mirror magic in here as well, we didn't have it. What is mirror magic? It allows you to recreate an image. You probably have used it. So one second, let me just yeah, while this is generated, I'm just gonna see your chats. All right, love all the style. Pixar is my favorite. Okay, by the way, I'm just curious, guys, which style is your favorite from the I created a booklet using animal anthropic style. Wow, lovely. Read. It was an amazing, an elephant dribbling a basketball or a giraffe dunking. Um, Amazing feature. Love that. I love it. Thank you guys. Love it. Check out Clay Animation specific to use it. Okay, we had Clay style. Yes, when I get an image, it's generally from the prompts written for me. I had trouble getting a consistent. David, if you have a trouble, I'll tell you, right? Most probably it has to do with either it has to do with the prompt or the like which feature are you using for consistent character. Make sure you use custom consistent character feature for the character consistency. So just curious, guys, which one? There are some good styles. I like them. Which one is your best for those that are looking at selling books on Amazon? Just now you upload the book cover file separate from the text file. Love that. Awesome. Just for the creators of the original trademark flipbook program in the 20th century, my clients and I help them bring the product to market. Okay. Please just I really want to see how things are. Lots of, yeah, I showed you. I just showed that thing. For example, as AI portrait for a Pixar style portrait, the result is perfect. But when I want to make it evolve and just modify those, losing the characteristic features of my first image. I see that. Yeah. So if you create like an image from an AI portrait, use that image in a custom consistent character for that to be consistent, right? Is it possible to do 4 AI Illustrator at once? You want it, guys? We can have it. Like, I mean, just need to look at which styles and all that, and as your request, as you guys request, we can actually, work on that. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. Um, One second. There you go. I hope my screen is visible. I don't know. Is it? Okay, yeah. The 51 page include your picture, the page with your test. The edit is your cover page. Yes, correct, correct, correct. That is correct. And let's see. One second. So yeah, I hope you got a lot of value from this training, guys, because this has been the number one requested feature from you all. By the way, is it possible to have edited photos that are done in advance be saved in personal design? You can have your photos downloaded from advanced thing, and you can actually upload them to use any feature like AI portrait or stuff like that. But you can bring your personal designs to advanced, but we don't have a backwards integration. It gives me all sorts of idea. Hi there, will be having the replay? No, I'm live right now, and we're gonna end this session probably in next few minutes. And then anyone who's watching it live, anyone who's watching it live, if you drop a comment, like, subscribe, it means a lot and helps us a lot. Number one. Number two, for those of you watching the replay, do not hesitate to drop your questions, ask your questions, because we are always here to help you every step of the way wherever you get stuck. All right, perfect. So please add the Indian language. Yep, working on the language next. All right, perfect, awesome. Hit like, perfect, awesome. So yeah, guys, that is the thing. I'm just rendering that triple A game style. I want to show you like how cool is that, and then we'll wrap up the session. I want you to use it, share your flipbooks in our groups, in a meta group. We have a Facebook group as well. Share your creation, ask your question, and awesome. Yeah, yeah. So we're gonna go step by step because this is in a part one. I just want to cover the layouts, and we're gonna go in detail in the training part of things. Like we're just super technical how you upload it step by step next week, right? So yeah, the screen is not visible, by the way. So we're gonna go in detail step by step when it comes to uploading and then doing it, because creation is one part, and I want to make sure that the creation part is understood. We don't have any issues. We don't have any problem there. It works perfectly. You understand it. And then once creation part is done, because you guys wanted the back cover image as well, the ability in the PDF automatically, we're gonna have that as well. And then we're gonna come to the next training as a part two, going to come how you can take this, because there are two series that we're going to cover on Amazon: Merch by Amazon and Amazon KDP. Because Merch by Amazon is your Amazon's print on demand service. You can upload your designs and Amazon would sell it for you. Merch by Amazon and KDP by Amazon, right? So just want to make sure that one training we just dedicate all to that. Just want to, it's a lot to process, right? Sometimes I don't want to be fair for everyone. So awesome. Anyways, yes, can you go over how to use your own character in Kid Storybook? Oh, in the Kid Storybook, you can create your own characters. You can create your own character, but with these, as we say with the Storybook feature, this only works with AI generated characters. So if you want your own characters, you can design them um, separately. Perfect. Awesome. 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 So let's see. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you love the like the feature. What are the things you would love to? Obviously, yeah, we're working on that. So if it gives you a little slight error, it could be due to cache or something like that. Just refresh it once, or I'll let you know. Guess up. So awesome. So yeah, so that's the thing, because every time we try to make the new update, sometimes because everything is interlinked, then there's a lot of things. So, anyways, so that's the thing, and let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you have any doubts, the feature requests, and everything. I'm gonna make sure that we ship it faster possible, something that you can use it forever, and something that does not break. Fingers crossed. Sometimes all these things breaks because it's AI world. Anyways, so yeah. So let me know. So I like that. Like someone said, I like the picture book style. It created a great story, but did not put a little on the title on the front cover. Interesting, Alan. That should not happen. Just try. Just try to recreate that image, and it will have, like, sometimes in the prompt as well, when you spell it, like when you don't say like a title written in the prompt, if you properly say like this is the title, it will generate it. So yeah, so right now when you download it, Robert, when you download it, it will be as a PDF. It won't be as work as a flip book. If you want to use it flip book, you can just read it and it will appear as a flip book. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the training today, guys. I hope you loved it. Let me know if you have any question whatsoever, any feedback request, anywhere you get stuck. We're always here. And next training we'll be covering about, the merch by Amazon and KDP, how you can actually get these set up on there and everything on the one training, get to go. So that's the thing, guys. And thank you so very much for spending your precious time with me till the very end. I really, really appreciate it. I really really appreciate eye color sometimes not considered. Yeah, I mean, and Bruce, that's the one thing. You can actually edit the prompt a little bit, and that would give you the perfect uh, result. Thank you, Gianna. Thank you, Craig. Thank you, AI World. Thank you, Jojo, and really 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 appreciate it. Some new crazy things are coming. Just it's going to be worth the wait. We're personally looking over all the features just so that you guys are telling me, can they clone you? Thanks, yes, can they clone you? Unfortunately, there's no AI that can clone me, but hopefully in near future, because that would be great for me, at least. All right, is it okay? But I like to be still. But if I do the live, I like to be real because I love sharing. I love to do these things. I love that. All right. So fantastic training as always. Love the one click flip book. All right. Awesome training, Francisco. Thank you so much, everybody. Because what we're talking about the future. We're talking about the visionary. Because one second. This is something like this is the thought process I had, and I just want to share with you. Right. Last night I was. This is just a that's the end of the training. I'm just going to take 5 more minutes to share something what I had a thought last night. So we always talk about how you can be future proof yourself, right? So Paul and I and our team started working on artificial intelligence stuff probably like 2021. We saw something is coming. There's no chat GPT, nothing like that. And now when I think about it, guys, right? That's more vision, right? Because if you do something for today, it is already a past because it's gone. If you think, if you do something thinking from a today's perspective, present perspective, if you do something that has already happened, you're already late to the game. But if you do something that you anticipate it's going to happen in the future, and you almost have this gut instinct or this belief based on your knowledge and experience, you go crazy. And here's what I see the future, right? Because a lot of people get scared of what happened in the last week. I don't wanna talk about that much. Like the business, the clients that we look for, is a lot of uncertainty with the tariffs, the price shot up and everything, right? So now everyone's trying to figure out the way to survive their business and all that, right? So that's a one part. Second part, with the technology, what I really thought that would be the next future, I was just visioning like what would it be like, right? So we are right now using telephones, right? We are using these phones, right? In the near future, we're gonna have any technology, right? This is something that I'm just sharing my thought is, so just want to know what you think about it. In the near future, I think there's going to be a device that keeps us connected in a mixed reality. So imagine I'm here and I would just keep that design. Sorry, not that design. I would just wear that sunglasses or those any device. Anyone who does it, it will be some big companies, right? Like Google or Amazon or Apple or any whoever it is, right? Just like how we are now looking in our phones, your phones will be more powerful than your PCs in the long term, because they're developing something called AI chips, right? And there's something called AI world models, and I just want to share that with you because that's something makes me so excited, right? So what's the near future? Just right now, and we're gonna talk this, right? And I still remember this in 2020 when this COVID thing happened and everything. I was talking about go heavy on videos and everything, and this we are like 6 years into that game, like almost 5 to 6 years, and it holds true. And this is what I'm declaring right now, what's going to happen in the future. We're working on that. I'll share something really cool. So what's happening, guys, is imagine this. We're looking into our phones, but our phones will be replaced by a tiny devices that we wear as a glasses or something like that, that I cannot think of, right? Like let's leave it to the big tech companies. But what's going to happen here is, because your that device that you wear is connected to your phones, now all of a sudden you open up your tablets and your, sorry, like I will be doing this training like this, right? Walking in the garden and just showing all the tab. We already do that with Vision Pro, but that's a huge thing that you put on your head. Now what I think is the going to the future, and that's where like we're researching. I'm not allowed to share this, but anyways, so what's happening is there's going to be 3D element. There's going to be high demand of 3D elements, because imagine this, right? Now when you wear those glasses and when you wear those glasses, everything has to be 3D, right? Like, so just like how we have pets and animals and buildings and all that, there's going to be a huge demand, right, of 3D stuff. And I just like, because everything you would require, because right now our whole infrastructure is 2D flat, right? That's why we need 2D videos, 2D images, like a flat images, right? But there's going to be, because as we get the mass adoption of that technology that sticks to your phone, that connects to your phone, and you wear them and you attend a call, just like how you do. I was using Vision Pro last week, and then you would go to that tab, you would open your StreamYard through that and all that. Now, when you go to a restaurant, you would see 3D elements additional in your virtual world. So there's going to be a huge, huge demand for people who create these 3D elements. So imagine, just like how we have real life pets, people have virtual pets that they would breed, or they would take care of, that they cannot. So imagine people will build their own dinosaurs, or and they would take them with them as their virtual pets. Because there's this Roblox, and there are like hundreds of millions of uh, hundreds of millions of users are using and building their virtual world. But I do see that in the near future. What do you think about that? I just had this last night thought, and I was like, yeah, that's the future. Because right now I would want, like every business would want a 3D sculpture standing in front of their shop, attracting customers, for example, in a way, who is walking by. Because if everyone's going to have their glasses, or everyone's going to keep using them, because that's the part of their that's a part of their reality, people would want, and there's going to be 3D advertisements and all. This is a thought process what I want to be shared, you know. But yeah, just gearing towards 3D images, right? Like something that you can flip, backside, front side, upside, downside. I think that's the future. I think that's where we are heading, you know. And your stuff, like basic stuff will be automated, like your like kids storybook, right, would take you hours, we just get that done. I think going forward, I think what will demand the most money, and the most value creation is basically just value creation and results, right? Because now you see, we have this click sites, right? People are building landing pages and sites using AI. I think the cost of content is going to go so down that the only thing that's going to keep you stand out, or that's going to keep you separated from your competition, is speed and execution. Someone who can execute at a speed with volume of content, I think that's the game. And that's where you see, like, you see, probably you see like artistly ads on Facebook or YouTube. If you can comment some of your experience, that would be, I would appreciate that. We'd appreciate that. But you see, right, we're always in the higher volume, higher touches, higher touch point. Because right now, I don't remember. Like, I know, right? I don't remember what I read yesterday. I mean, like on them, right? I mean, I don't remember that. But what's I mean, okay. But I do remember what I just saw. Most frequent touch points and higher touch point by any brand or by any business. And that's where, again, right, we talk a lot about these things, we talk a lot about tools, but ultimately it all comes down to what you can actually build to serve a business, to serve someone, and actually solve the burning problem, in a sense, right? The burning problem was 300 DPI. We got that done, right? Just like that. For a business owner, the burning problem is leads. You would set up these AI ads and then run them on media, on meta ads, and all that. I'm just curious, guys. It's been a long time since we haven't done any ads training. Would you be interested in a step by step, a latest and greatest meta ad trainings from me, obviously, and from a team, we spend millions of dollars like every month. So just curious, because that would be like that would be crazy. I mean, because there are some insights. A lot I used to do them, but then a lot of has changed and all that. And I know a lot of you guys have been asking, so like for our businesses and brands, what is working? Because with AI, content creation becomes like crazy. Anyone can create content, right? So I'm just curious. So maybe in the next week or so, after this KDP training and Merch by Amazon, we will drop some trainings on meta ads. Oh, another thing, that's crazy stuff. I just keep sharing these things because we get this. TikTok now allows you to have images, and we're gonna have a training on that. How you can have carousels, you can get free traffic from there as well. So so we're gonna cover about, because I know a lot of you guys have your agencies and serve local businesses, and want some training where you can run some little ads with your AI and get them results. We'll cover that, and we'll cover some really really pretty cool insights from that. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. That's just like a late night thought from me, and like some vision from what's uh, I think is gonna happen in the future, and what's where these big giants are probably heading. Let's see. We're together, guys. We're in this together. So all right. So that's pretty much it. Thank you so much once again. I will talk to you in the next one. Till then, take care of yourself, your loved ones, your health, and your family. I'll talk to you in the next one. Till then, see ya. Take care. Bye. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I'll answer them in the comments. Okay, bye.